These are things I know to be true. I've seen a lot of jacked up stuff in my life. I figured once I got older, maybe it would begin to subside. Not so true. I've seen female pimps that want the men to submit to them. I've seen effeminate simps that want to bow down to the female pimp. I've seen brothers, blood brothers, turned against one another. Me, myself, that is. I would like to talk about my brothers. I moved from California perhaps 20 plus years ago to where I'm now presently staying. Out of all that time and the turmoil that I've been through to save a little one, which passed away at 6, to watch her pass, it was just gut wrenching. And about a month or so after she passed, my mother collapsed from a disease which they call myasthenia gravis. I went to my brothers to ask for help. My eldest brother was supposed to look out for her for a year until I can get the wheels back on the wagon. Less than 4 months, he had her in a nursing home and did not even make me aware of the situation. Within a year, I was able to get her back home and all. But to say this, or to say that, to say this, I've seen some pretty odd things or peculiar. For family members to turn in on you like that, simply based on what I believe, which I believe in the Hebrew Israelites. I went back, as opposed to reading the Bible, I actually went back to study the Bible. I'm still studying the Bible to find out that the story within the scriptures are true. They are based on these people they call the Hebrew Israelites, a stiff-necked people. This is where I found my solitude. my peace of mind, my freedom, if you will, to have your brothers. I have three brothers that literally turned against me because I told them that I believe in scriptures a totally different way. Not willing to hear me out, they just basically condemned me as loony. I told them that the so-called Jesus real name is Caesar Borgia. Hope I pronounced that correctly. A white man. His father was, what I believe, his he was a pope somewhere in Rome or whatever, and they plotted together to create this white Jesus. Anyhow, or anywho, I've seen some pretty wicked stuff out here, man. This is no joke. All the things that are going on within the world. This is not me. I actually hear some cats on what they call YouTube, which is what I'm trying to record on and become more familiar with and trying to understand how to get my story across. If I was more eloquent with words, perhaps I could actually write these things down, like in a book, but I was not so blessed. But I seen so much wicked stuff. I met this girl downtown. Well, not actually met, but ran into her. The girl, we was in the store. The girl cussed me out, pushed me up against a rack. Well, not pushed, but bumped me into a little bitty Nigerian store. And she thought she was justified in this tiny store to shove someone into a wreck. Not in a forceful way, but trying to gain access through the store. Rudeness. I seen people that I thought was my neighbor criticize, ridicule me, all because of what I don't believe in what they believe in. And since I became more aware of what scriptures is truly saying and truly about, I'm realizing that more people are against me. I choose solitude to distance myself from these type of people. These people are sheep being led to the slaughter. I moved here from California thinking that I was going to get away from all the negativity that I saw growing up, somewhat. I have accomplished that. I live more in the country, but those attitudes and those changes do exist. Right is wrong and wrong is right. Can you believe that? Actually studying the scriptures and getting more and more understanding out of it as I do over the years, I begin to study the Bible over and over again. And each time I do, or scriptures, I learn even more. It's like a never ending story, but it's all factually based on these cats they call the Hebrews, which are not Nigerian, not Africans, not any of the above. They are the chosen ones of the Most High Himself, His people. We are, or I am, one of those people. But as I studied the scriptures, I see that a lot of the things that He said within are true. Maybe the veil's been lifted on my eyes because I never noticed these things 20, 30 years ago. Never did. Shoot, even 40 years ago. Just tripping.